Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Advanced Wars Daisy Ruin Tiny Wars replay. So on bottom right side is the blue Isabella. We got a foreign name +1. I'm not sure how I'm going to write this. Small on top left side is the red Will. We got Benchwarmer2. Will is unchanged for the cartridge counterpart, has sound boarding cost, 2 radius, 30, 60, 60. All units get +10/+10, direct ground units get additional +strength and offense, and for superpower, +2 movement range. Isabella has been nerfed from the cartridge counterpart, has standard boarding cost, 2 radius, 30, 60, 60. All units get +strength and offense, +10% defense, and all units get additional +strength, or all that, +2 movement range, and +1 indirect range. They're very similar to Will, just slightly different. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. Do know as well, this infantry unit is weighted. I made that mistake first time cast this map. While player 2 does start 2 infantry units there, unweighted. This map is a 3-base map, 1 airport. There's also a good number of ponds here. I call them ponds. It says river, but it sure does not look like a river to me. So let's call them ponds. Probably a Smurf account, I'm not sure. I have not casted a person player with a foreign name this today, but I'm not sure. Yep, the comms towers with the that are contestable and surrounded with ponds and saltwater ponds. You got freshwater ponds and saltwater ponds. Got a bike, infantry, and bike. Good number of bikes so far to pull on the field. Got a bike here with the Will's CO unit. Ugh, my mind's just starting to get fried right now. Been a long day. I've pulled back, moved around 84 Ethernet cables today. Because the reason why I took the last week off, because they were redoing an office, and I had in total I have to move around, relocate 160 Ethernet cables. So my hands are right now on fire from punching down, from fiberglass, and just being cut up in general because cable trays are not filed down and they're sharp as hell. Well, I guess we'll see enough. Well, enough it is a Stallfest map. He played Clo Box in Tiny Wars tournament, and it was a competitive game. Well, I'll have to take your word for it because I don't know about that game. If you know that replay, you can always send it to me. Tank. Got a tank up here as well, but of course Will has his bike, CO bike there. 5 infantry unit could stand in front, but it will be a temporary blocker. And not a very good one at that. Tank, flare, and infantry. Goes for a flare, interesting enough. Flares at least decent anti-infantry platforms. It was solely intended for fog. I mean, look how many hiding spots. You got forests, you got mist on plains, which somehow provides 2 defense stars. You got ruins, who only provide 1 defense star. I really think they should invert the defense stars of mist on plains and ruins. Ruins supposed to be in a destroyed city, and cities have 2 defense stars. And mist on plains just a misty plains. Sure, mist does help with concealment, but I think ruins do solid cover is better than gaseous water. Willfulness +1 apparently. Got it. So that's wait, but playing Isabella. Oh no. We have a tank here. Isabella has not loaded her seal unit. Maybe go for tank, battlecopter, and double base skip. I guess that's what he wills it to be. Not sorry. Anti-air. 1 health bike's not going to be a very good blocker. Flare nearby, ready for retaliation. Tank, infantry, and anti-air. Will she CO her tank or battlecopter? Oh no, she already has a CO tank there. Yep, mine's melted. 22,000 Alpha joins there, so could go for a bomber. Tank, and another tank. And anti-air. So no bomber, no fun. Would that be a great call? Probably not. Would it be a fun call? Yes. Does interrupt the capture there. Anti-air. Will push forward his CO bike there. Up to 23 energy. Start flipping the comm tower. Of course, can be interrupted. There's also a good number of pawns around the points. Blue has obtained the comm tower here, while this one's still despicably neutral. Battlecopter can push forward perfectly fine. There's nothing there to threaten it. Anti is a little bit far away. Also will occupy the comm tower, preventing it from being started from being captured. No, he's not playing the beast. He's playing his will. Tank, tank, tank. Triple tanks, no tanks. Does start capturing this despicably neutral city. Anti-air heading down south of the winter. Does get a good hit there, sacks that unit. Tank does hit tank, anti-air hits tank. Tank bike. Takes the infantry unit there, tank hits the tank. Tank does hit the infantry unit there. Battlecopter does pull back away from the anti-air, not big surprise. A couple tanks here. That'll help him secure this flank, though still got a couple tanks there. We're going to be capturing up the city there, maybe the one that's going to cross the pond. Will that manage to get a CO power while loading to a bike? He is somewhat vulnerable, but going to be hit by one tank. So Will could pull out superpower next turn and maybe try to use it to engage the battlecopter with the anti-air. Blue right now has to play around +2 movement range, but Isabella's pretty close to her own superpower. In fact, there's enough targets in front of her that she could possibly get her superpower deployed. Nope, pulls back. Mech will take a shot there from the pond. Grand Calm Towers do provide 3 defense stars, and ponds or rivers provide 0 defense stars. Tank. Tank. And artillery. Will, does it pop a superpower? Nope, he does not will it to be. Pulls back a bunch of tanks there. Maybe trying to set up a formation up counterattack through this region. Get some reinforcements going. Battlecopter heading down south. He has captured this comm tower here. Tank. Mech and T-copter. 108 versus 108, so it looks like Isabella has about a full turn advantage. Now let's put a battlecopter on top of the HQ, so if this tank goes down, she can just reseal the battlecopter here, or this battlecopter there. 53 energy as well, so she's very likely to get a CO power if Will were to attack or not knock out her tank in one turn. Battlecopter, infantry, 7,000 funds, so perhaps another tank. Could be for our anti-air. Down south, I think another tank would be useful. Got 4 tanks, potentially 5 here. A couple battlecopters. Yeah, I think tank. Yep, goes for tank. Oh, you're talking about this as a stall map. I think I thought that stall part of the map. Another battlecopter. Artillery. There as well, her superpower does give her +1 indirect range. You know what's funny? Isabella right now, with this iteration, her nerfed version, she's effectively Jake from Dual Strike, or Advanced Wars by Web. Since both of their superpowers both provide +1 indirect range, gives their units +2 movement range, as well as a bit of firepower bonuses of various sorts. Anti-air, battlecopter, bike, and infantry. 167,000 for 149. She still has an advantage. Will puts a CO unit on top of the HQ. Was running low on fuel. Battlecopter, tank, infantry, and mech. We'll just have to time his rally cry just right, pretty much. Because you have to be a bit closer than just within range 8 tiles away for his tanks, because you have to need to push them a bit farther. You have to go through not only the first wall, you have to go through the second wall as well, or else get artilleried. And it's actually, look at this wall here by Isabella. You got bikes and infantry up front to also be another roadblock, so he has to push beyond that, and then hit the tanks, and then push beyond that to hit the stuff at the back line, which is going to be a little bit difficult. And Isabella, she's pretty close to her own superpower, just need a little bit more energy. It can be a little bit difficult right now to get that popped, or obtained. And she has sort of have to do the same thing as well, but in this case, it's actually a bit more expensive mechs. So there's another battlecopters in the front line. But you can see the composition of the wall. It's supposed to do a good job keeping her artillery in the back line. Enough to cover the front line. Maybe we'll should start pursuing this comp tower up north. It's a little bit exposed. Have the infantry push forward, maybe drop a mech off of the T-copter. Yep. But these are pawns that do not get promoted to a king or queen or to a rook, getting across the other side. Battlecopter, anti-air, infantry, and bike. Both players are at 45 units. I don't know what the unit limit is on this map. Pushing forward to catch some properties is a good way to bait out your opponent. But I really do think Will needs to take these infantry and start pursuing this comm tower. Maybe even a recon over here to help just bully the infantry away. I really do think Will can put some pressure over here with a handful of infantry units there. Because he's able to obtain both comm towers. It's +10/+10, which is very nice to have. Does not stop the capture, can continue to join the capture. And looks like Isabella's pushing up north some assets. Anti-air will be very effective up north now. So there's not much for me to say at the moment. They're just repositioning units. Battlecopter, bike, infantry, and tank. That just wouldn't be half bad deployment. There's a lot of infantry on the field, which does do well against, and not to mention the battlecopters. Yep. Any 5 minutes now. It may happen any 10 minutes from now. Sorry if you hear my drink. I realized that drink was a little bit too noisy. Oh well. Well, it is starting to collapse the front line over here. Good number of tanks. The CO units over here provides a good pressure. It's actually somewhat close to front line, but still be difficult to reach. There's a lot of mass around it. Isabella's command tanks up north, in which 5 more energy. She's getting close to her own superpower. Maybe down south here, an anti-tank should be deployed in the field, though we'll be struck by infantry and battlecopters. Yeah, still probably a good idea to go for an anti-tank down south. And put on top of the force with 3 defense stars. Yeah, anything's like a war tank, that will do. So I was thinking about with infantry nearby, it's probably not a good idea to go for the anti-tank. A war tank, on the other hand, will be a bit more difficult to displace. Maybe Will should have gotten the artillery down here. He doesn't even have artillery. Help range as a factory. He's starting to push on forward, not popping superpower just yet. Isabella may capture 2 properties here. Both at 20,000. Looks like Will's gonna let those 2 properties be captured to perhaps obtain a war factory down south. I've been casting a little bit too much Command and Conquer lately. War factory. Just a regular factory. Or base if you prefer Advanced Wars by Web and Dual Strike terms. Because Advanced Wars 2, the factory was of course that big building that builds a lot of stuff quickly. For free. It looks like Isabella's going to be doing the same. Anything could be a good possibility. Or Will's own war tank. Though you could try popping superpower and charge forward to blunt this attack. I think that would be a good or bad idea at this moment. Probably a bad idea if it's coming from me. Will's up to 56 units, well above 50. Goes for another war tank. Infantry. And of course, there's the superpower. Let's see. Hits bike. Hits infantry. Anti-user charging forward to clean up the infantry to get his other units to push forward with a bit more ground. It's artillery. It's tank. It's artillery. It's tank. It's tank. It's tank on top of HQ. It's tank again. It's infantry. Leaves 1 health remaining. Starting HQ capture. This could be a game-winning move. Hard to say at this exact moment. You could try dogpiling around it. And does manage to reach one of those battle copters. It's infantry unit there. Mech capture the property. Mech's hit infantry. Bike blows himself up against an anti-air. Hits a couple tanks there. This needs something here to block this path. It looks like the HQ capture. There's 2 path tiles here to get to that HQ. Trap the tank there, so force it to shoot against the target. Yard sale, everything must go. Yeah. It's a very big yard, you can see a lot of planes. Anti-tank or war tank could be useful up here. Anti-air, not a bad idea with the number of battlecopters infantry nearby. Tank bike. Superpower in return. Bit of joins there. It's the tank. It's the bike. It's a tank. It's a tank. It's a tank. It's a battle copter. It's a battle copter. It's a mech. It's a mech. It's the capturing bike. It's anti-air, hits anti-air, hits battlecopter. It's battlecopter. It's tank. It's battlecopter. It's tank. Does not finish off tank there. At 1% health. It's tank. It's battlecopter. It's battlecopter. Medium tank, tank. Answer 159. Will's answer 159. Will has his bike in the back here. I had to take a moment to figure out what his command unit was. Get some good targets there. A lot of energy. 25 energy already. Hits the artillery. Hits the tank there. Good strikes there. Polish it up. Okay, there we go. Got the base now being occupied or surrounded. And who's capturing? Join captures. 3 capture progress remaining. It's the tank. It's the battlecopter, hits the tank, loses itself. It's the tank. T-copter drops off a mech, hits the tank. I think the HQ capture will succeed. Shooting everything. Tank. And Isabella's turn. Hits the regular tank there, hits the anti-air, hits the mech, hits the battlecopter. Mech goes down, battlecopter goes down. Infantry goes down, battlecopter goes down, hits the tank, goes down, hits the mech, it goes down, hits the infantry, it goes down, hits the anti-air, does not go down. Anti-air is around 4% health, anti-air goes down, hits the infantry, it does not go down, and does resign there. This is great, same thing watching, and on to the next replay.